Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Starmetal Gaming and our campaign Cauldron of Bones. This is the fourth installment. How are y'all doing tonight?
Ready to roll dice.
Yeah. All right. Me too. Well, last campaign, y'all actually just got all joined together and you're heading towards the Dwarven Temple. I'm going to say at this time, y'all see a giant eyeball in the sky.
Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Oh, no.
Hey, what's that?
April
Brown. Oh, thank God.
April Fools. No, I'm not going to do that to y'all yet. You know, I mean, that guy's like a final boss.
Final boss. Just a big ass eye.
No, but y'all's characters just met up, and you start heading in the direction of the Dwarven Temple. And I'm sure you have a few things to talk about, so I'm going to leave this open for role play, or if you have any questions for the NPCs, feel free to ask them as well. Go ahead.
Anybody got a pair of boots or a cloak?
Here.
Stomach, not here now. Can you hear me up there?
What?
Do I still have my comprehend languages spell active? So am I having to like translate for everybody?
I will say that it's still activated because you just was using it with Frank in the last episode, correct?
Yeah.
How long does it last for?
10 minutes per level.
And it was first level, so 10 minutes.
Okay. So you probably got a few minutes left.
No, it actually goes by, it'd be 30 minutes. Because the 10 minutes / your casting level.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I get you now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're definitely not level 1. Yeah, so I'll say you got about 20 minutes left with it.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, I'll just play translator for now.
You know, don't be afraid to roleplay yourself also.
Where are we going?
We're going to a Dwarven Temple.
Haxor. What did he say?
We're going to a Dwarven Temple. I have no idea where this place is. I've just been kind of tagging along with my bone brother.
Isn't
Everybody
that
follow
right
me?
there?
Just follow me. I'll lead the path.
So, Nameless is going to be paying close attention again between the giant and the elf and everything, trying to decipher this strange language.
And I, in turn, will be poking and prodding Nameless, trying to understand how he functions.
Actually,
I would like to know that too.
The way the spell works, you actually won't be able to understand what he says until he translates it. Because when Mike speaks to the giant, it comes out in the giant's language, or what he understands. And when the giant speaks, it comes out the giant speech. So until he translates it, you don't know what he does. Yeah.
Well, no, that's why he's studying. Like he's getting down the phonics and everything with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I misunderstood what you meant.
He's. It's not that I'm understanding what they're saying, but I am trying to figure out the most common
words.
Words, yeah, basically sounds and pronunciations and stuff like that. And so,
you're listening,
Jared.
Yes,
I'll say that you can retain any of it that you hear, right? Obviously, because you're Warforged, but yeah, there's that.
I'll store that away in my arcane nature seed.
And I'll ask,
Your tape recorder.
I'll ask nameless things like, "Do you have a soul? If you die, can I bring you back to life?" So like, I ask him like a bunch of stuff about like how is he alive even? Because I feel like being a necromancer, I
just
hadn't
keep marching forward.
Well, you
I
can
just
go.
keep
You can
marching
go ahead and
forward.
play, and you can go ahead and act as if you're asking him if you like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the first memory you ever had?
So, Mr. Bone Man, do you need a ride to get there faster?
The first memory I ever had was seeing my creator after she had awakened me.
Okay. Did your creator say anything in regards to like life, death, life after death, death during life, anything in regards to that?
No.
Okay.
So, Lance, since he's just bones, how easily can he fit between the spikes on my pauldron?
Continue, Michael. Good job,
Try to
Frank.
speed up time here.
Frank.
I walk real fast.
Frank. Okay, so anyway, continue on, Pexor,
Okay.
and have some good role. This is some good role play. Frank, shut up. I'm trying to have a game here, damn it.
Frank, stop trying to role play.
All I was asking is if I could put Russell on my shoulder.
I'm 4 foot. I'm not like a foot tall.
So how do you?
Foot.
How is he going to lead you if he's on his shoulder?
He points.
He points.
So
that's what you want. This giant bone finger pointing out from the side of you.
So then
that's I think you're overestimating your size there.
I take out a couple instruments like a magnet, some little like I guess for lack of a better term, like jewel screwdrivers. And I'm poking and prodding and trying to see if he's magnetic. And I'm like, so how do you run? Is it like some sort of weird arcane battery, or is it just like solar power?
Oh God! All right, so I misunderstand the question. This is how I run. I just take off running.
Wait, come back here. That's the wrong way.
Yeah, and I look at him and run away, and I jot my notebook, be less literal.
for a couple of turns and come back. That is how I run.
I thought we lost you.
So then, so my big the kind of the big question I want to ask is there like a way to program you to do things like a computer? Well, I guess I can't say a computer because there's no computers here. But like, can I do something to your brain to where you will do things automatically?
Nice.
I can learn.
My character
yes.
literally stops walking, turns back, takes his hood off, and I'm like, do you want to train him like a dog? Is that what you're trying to do?
No.
Because you'll have to use like a positive reinforcement.
No, like, if I could make it so that he can always detect magic, that he can, he's always has like some sort of invisibility aura, it's things like this. I'm not like
enhance his natural abilities with spell
that's
enhancement.
The word. Enhance. Yes.
See the temple.
What?
I put my cowl back.
I do know that I can be enhanced.
Can I see the temple?
Okay.
Like, is the building within sight?
Oh no, it's far away.
Oh, okay.
So then
I put my hood back on and I start walking again.
Do you know?
As far as how truly my functions work, I cannot explain any of that to you. But I do know that I can be enhanced because this part is enhanced.
What part did you point to?
He taps on his chest plate.
Oh. Enhanced how?
It is reinforced.
Oh, okay. So then to the role playing, I'll go over and to the NPCs, and I'll kind of look at the dad's the one that has the tattoo, right, on the back of his hand. I only know of the dad.
They all three have the tattoo.
Okay, well, I only know of the.
It's on the palm.
Oh, the palm. Okay, so then I'll go over to the mom and dad, and I'll kind of look around. And I'll go, so how's that tattoo work? Do you all have it? Where did you get it?
Not long ago, we got it so we could actually hide the object that Ormaxa was after. Here soon, when we arrive to the church, we'll retrieve the object and give it to Othello using the tattoos.
I have a tattoo of my own, and then I raise my robes up right above my butt, and I say, "Yeah, I lost a bet, and I had to get it. And it's actually just an eye." So, like, yeah, I understand tattoos. Yours is much cooler than mine.
His mother averts her gaze as you raise up your robes.
Excuse my strange person here. He has a lot of questions. I think he was locked into a cave or
I
cage
wish.
or a tower or something for the past, 200 years. If we keep moving forward, we can get there quicker. Less yakking, more walking.
Plot point.
Yeah, it's called role playing, guys. Come on.
I was role playing.
It's called the DM needs more time.
No, I'm just letting y'all enjoy yourselves for now.
Okay,
I'll start asking the dad and everything what he knows about my creator and everything. Like, why are they so afraid of her, and what went on with that?
And I'm 100% eavesdropping.
He comes out and he goes, well, it's best explained by her sister. And or Josh's mother looks over Othello's, and she's like, I honestly don't know what happened. She was working for the Temple of the Elements, and some kind of accident happened, and then all of a sudden she was so evil and deviant, and she started attacking everyone. And then when I tried to stop her, she took all of my power. And ever since, she's just been on this endless crusade to what I think is destroy the world.
Quick question. When I
assume she might be possessed. Oh, what'd you say?
When I had my vision, I was too far away to see who was at the top of the mountain, right? I just know it was a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yes, she removed over half of her soul and took so many of her powers. And even though she's, content with her life, we would do anything to let her be restored. I hope we can find a way. We don't know how powerful she's grown, but
what are they saying?
Almost unstoppable.
And I wave him away. Go.
I'm paying attention right now. No translating.
The giant walks up and a shadow cast over all of you.
It's nighttime. Weird.
Me?
Trying to think. I don't really have any more questions.
It was daytime. I didn't know. I didn't specify that when
it took a while
and the game, but it's closely around like 11 a.m. in the morning.
I'll go up to
second breakfast.
Russell's character.
11 Z's.
How long? The temple.
Oh, he knows sign language. I pull down my hood back and I start doing sign language to him.
Oh, no.
All I can see is a skeleton doing sign language. I love it.
Right.
I usually have sign language on my character.
Hey,
I love
man.
taking
Oh,
it.
cool.
Hey man, his shadow puppet game is next level, I hear.
Legends at Night, I'll show you guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think-
Lance, how long is it to get to the temple from where we're at now?
You would think that if you traveled as quick as you could, that y'all would reach there about evening time.
Okay. It would be sun's here, yeah, about right here.
I keep a slow walk to try to match paces.
Isn't he on your shoulder?
I mean,
I'm half his size. I'm not some tiny creature.
Well,
you're
He's
also
only 8 foot
only
tall.
bone.
He's 8 foot tall. I'm still a 4-foot skeleton.
I mean, I thought that was what the whole question was. It's like,
Yeah.
does he fit on my shoulders and all this stuff? I thought that's what the point of all those questions were.
That's the point of Frank's questions. Yeah.
You weigh a total of like 15 pounds right now.
So then, okay, I'll go to the giant and ask him. It's like, okay, so now that we have some time alone,
What?
so you don't seem like you're from
Like
around
right
here.
there.
That would be obvious.
Okay, so where are you from?
The Kingdom of Law Cracks.
Okay, cool. I'm
Did you
talking
say the
about.
kingdom of ass crack? I don't know. My bones.
That's a word we have in common.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't hear it. My bones don't work so well anymore.
So that
I heard ass crack.
It's like, yes, okay, I understand it was from a kingdom, but I assume it was from a different planet entirely, or is it from in some country that I've never heard of?
Have you
You're
heard
talking
of
to
the
Frank's
land?
character or Frank himself? Because it could
What?
be either way.
Right.
What?
He was asking,
My
speaking
homeland.
to Frank or his character.
Because Frank
His
could be from that place
Okay.
too.
Sure thing.
A land of giants standing far above the rest. You're right.
Ay, okay.
Stick to your place, you gully dwarf.
Yeah.
So then I'll ask him. So how did you get here?
I was chasing the man who kidnapped my sister into a gateway to a glass hallway surrounded by a multicolored void where I fought him, and I fell through the glass hallway, and it felt like forever, but also instantly, as I landed on this planet and I saw the crack above me and the man disappear.
Okay. I'm going to need you to point out what mushrooms you ate before you had this.
I mean, you're the one speaking a weird language.
I'm speaking your language.
No, you speak their language. Weird.
I mean, wouldn't it more be you're the one who has the weird language if everybody else is literally speaking quote-unquote common?
I mean, if you're the only normal person in a weird land, I guess that makes sense. I mean, this land has crazy people wearing tree bark riding on pigs, and they fight
Yeah,
with.
we don't talk about them that much. So okay, then do I recognize any of the description or the place that he's talking about?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Never heard of it. Also, Josh,
That's-
I noticed you're being quiet over there. Is there anything you want to add in there?
No, I think I'm just kind of looking down at my hand, just kind of taking all this in with everything that he's learned so far, Othello. I think he's just trying to process it the best he can. I mean, because his life was so I guess, uprooted recently. I mean, obviously everybody's kind of in a similar boat as well, but I think in his case, he's probably just processing everything. Like, you know, he never knew or expected anything like this. He always thought the tattoo was just a family tattoo thing. So, and all these strange visitors and everything that's happened to him, I think he's just kind of just walking, just trying to process it.
Your parents know that you're being really quiet, and knowing that, you know, all these events probably shocked you a little bit, they come up to walk beside you and they both hold each one of your hands as y'all walk along. But they don't say anything. They just continue to walk after they hold your hand.
Yeah, I'll just kind of squeeze both of them a little bit harder and just stay quiet and just continue on.
Okay. All right. At this time, Raka turns around and she's like, "Y'all are just the weirdest, biggest bunch of idiots I've ever seen in my life. What are we even trying to do here?" And everybody roll a listen check.
21.
I got a 20. Not
20.
natural, just 20 total.
Yeah, 20 total.
Anybody that
14.
rolls over the 15, you can hear something coming off in the great distance. When you look towards that direction, right, you see what looks like something flying in the sky coming towards y'all, but it's still pretty far off. But you can like hear something, like you can hear it going through the sky as if it's kind of loud.
Are we close to any trees?
Hmm?
Are we close to any trees?
I would say that y'all's a pretty good distance away from the forest still, right? But you can see it in your view, but you're still out in the open field right now.
So I'm going to go towards those trees. Like, run.
Okay. Everybody
If
else?
the wizard's taking off running, I'm definitely running along with him.
So this is how you run!
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I see people start running, I'll just hold on to mom and dad and I'll just take off.
Y'all keep running, and the object keeps coming towards you, going very, very fast, and it looks like it's going to reach y'all before you get to the woods. What do you do?
I take out my shield and I stand in between it and everybody else. But as we're running off, I'm assuming we're still running the same direction, but I'm going to be positioning myself to be the first one hit or in combat in the sense.
Oh, okay.
What is it exactly?
When you look up at it again, you can see now that it looks humanoid in shape. And it looks like it's flying kind of Superman style.
Oh, this planet all sorts of weird.
Is there still too far away for any discernible features or anything like that?
You can tell it's kind of glowing a slight green.
Oh, snap.
Is this flat land right now, or was it kind of hilly or anything?
It's very flat.
Oh, damn.
And how far away are we from the woods that we're running towards?
Still pretty good distance, a few hundred yards, but it's almost upon you right now.
All right, so I'm pull out my sword and I'm just gonna set up in a defensive stance.
Yeah, I'll pull mom and dad behind me, and I'll pull out my bow and just kind of get in front of them, and I'll start notching an arrow.
And I will cast the cantrip resistance on the the giant.
I resist it.
All right.
I am going to go over to Othello. He's got his bow out and everything, and I'm going to enhance it with accuracy.
Okay. As you start casting the spell and everything, and right when you finish casting the spell, you hear the thing land behind you. Y'all Jared doesn't see it right off the bat, but you see a being land right in front of y'all that looks exactly kind of like Jared's build, right? It's kind of got emerald-looking glowing gems on the inside, right? Jared, as you turn around and you finish the spell, you notice that it's secret from the companions or Moxa introduced you to at the beginning.
Well, I step up to it defensively, still with my sword and shield out, ready for...
She lands, and as you approach her, she sticks her hand out, and she says, "Nameless, I am here to collect you."
Is this a speech I can understand, or is this their speech?
It's their speech.
Okay.
"Finally, we have found you after all these years. Bet it was pretty lonely in that box."
It was. Is this not my test?
"No, you were lost. I'm here to return you to Moxa."
I'm just looking back and forth, just trying to gauge the situation.
Are you not worried about how the master is acting?
"What are you even talking about? You must abandon your companions and come with me now." "Your maker commands it."
Bushmaker.
Are you certain that this isn't a part of his test? Did she say it herself? As I kind of just slowly start to kind of pull back my arrow a little bit.
She looks at you and she starts glowing a fierce green, and a light green flame starts coming from her emerald. And she says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you. Unready your weapons or I'll kill you all."
Secret, these are my friends. Why would you threaten them?
"These are not your friends. You serve our Moxa. She is your maker. You are to come with me." "Don't argue with me. I can sense your power hasn't grown since we've last met. And I can also sense your friends, and they would have no chance against me."
So, are her emeralds, like, outwardly positioned? Like, do they look like they're placed on her body, or they look like
They're kind of inside under the plate.
Okay.
"Nameless, do you fear me? What is wrong? I can sense fear in you."
No, it is not you, but from what I have heard, it sounds like there is something wrong with our creator.
"There's nothing wrong with her. I still serve her just as loyal as I always have. Ever since you were released from the box, your beacon was activated, and now we can find you. You must come back. She needs you to complete her task."
What is she trying to do?
"That is her business. Do not push me any further, or I will kill all of your friends. Your call."
Leave them alone. Very well. I'll step forward up to her.
She's like, "I need you to return to your regular or your ring form right now, and don't argue with me any further."
He'll revert back to his ring form.
All right, guys. So y'all want to stop her before she runs off with him? It's up to you.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
You take her. I will say, Frank. You feel a very intimidating force and threatening force from her.
Right.
With your character's size, you can tell that there's like a bad feeling going around. It's up to you, but you do feel like that she has threatened you by her actions and how she's presenting herself. It's up to you, buddy.
All right, so I look around towards to gauge the reactions of everybody else, because I'll base my decision off of their reaction.
She goes, with your power, we will destroy the world. Aren't you so happy, Nameless?
Once I hear that, I'm going to fire an arrow right then, and then I'm going to tell my parents to run.
Okay.
So as soon as he fires that, I'm going to use flare and then turn back into my humanoid form to then try and help them escape.
Okay.
I cast Bull Strength on the giant.
And what does accuracy do? Just give me a bonus to attack, or
it doubles
2?
the range of your weapon.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Frankie, you get a +4 to your strength for 3 minutes.
That's like 30 rounds.
You also get a +1 to. You also get a +1 resistance on or some resisting throws, I believe, is what it is for me.
To resist all saves?
Yes.
Alright. I'll need that for a reflex save.
So
is it just doubling the range of my weapon? No extra bonus or anything?
No extra bonuses.
Yeah, well, if that
I
was
was expecting more of a long range engagement.
Yeah, he's kind of shaking a little bit. He only rolled a 10, but he fired an arrow for sure once he heard what she was talking about.
Okay, rolled a hit.
So,
Tell me what you hit.
I rolled a 10 total.
A 10 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you miss her. As y'all start doing everything and you fire you miss her and you fire everything. As y'all start getting ready and Josh's arrow misses her, she raises her hands out and she starts the green flame, magic flame just goes all around her and she starts floating up. And you hear her voice start echoing and becoming more louder. And she's like, "Fools, you don't know how strong I am." Where you sit, Jared?
When my spell goes off, she needs to make a fortitude save, or she is blinded for 1 round.
Sure thing. Ooh, an 18. Nice. All right.
Well, that'll beat that.
Okay, as she's floating up, can I attempt to grab her leg?
Oh, I'll say that she came up pretty quick, and if you go to approach her, she floats up faster to where you can't get her when you go to approach her. So she tries to stay away from you as she's floating up.
So, question: since I cast,
what did you cast?
Since I cast my spell, it was sorry, give me 1 second.
Wasn't it resistance?
It was resistance. I cast resistance before she even landed. So, do I get a chance to cast something else or something now as well?
Yeah, the surprise round you get to cast something else because that was before that.
Then I will cast.
All right. What I was saying is this is all happening because this is all your attacks. Y'all did everything you're doing, and she's instantly doing this, and she's going with her thing afterwards, but she's doing her move as she's speaking. So, so what I'll say is we'll roll initiative right now.
23.
All right.
I got a 12.
14.
15.
16.
23, go.
Okay, I will cast blindness / deafness.
Okay.
Fortitude saving throw.
Okay. All right. There's no minuses to that or anything.
Nope, just fortitude.
She did pass her fortitude. Is there any extra effects if she does pass?
No. Just she's not blind or deafened as I choose. That's it.
She's just rolling crazy high. Hopefully that stops.
Yeah, hopefully.
Whoa, man! I was hoping that would run off. Okay, she goes shortly after you. What it is he goes to cast the magic on her, and she forms into a ball, right? And you see the green flame go around her, right? And it turns into a sphere type thing, and then it goes boom, right? And it spreads like 100 yards all around her, and all of y'all become consumed in it, right? And you hear it as it's spreading. She's like, "Fools, now you die." And freaking, you see her fist and her feet start glowing with the red, or start growing even brighter with the green flame. And all of you notice that your movement is slowed inside of the orb. Okay, so we had a 23. Who's next? We got 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
16.
Jared. Sorry, I didn't get to write down y'all's initiatives. I should have written them down.
Yeah.
So we have Michael, her, Jared. Who's next on there?
Me.
Frank,
14.
Russell, and Josh. You go less.
Yeah, I got 12.
All right. And so, Jared, you're next.
Does it look like Piercing Stone is going to be able to reach her for an attack?
She's a little bit too high now.
Too high out. Okay.
Right, as of right now.
All right, then. I'm going to enhance Othello with True Strike.
Okay.
Yeah, because I might need it actually if these rolls continue. So is that what does that do? Just
plus 20 to your attack roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Do a single shot, a single attack.
Josh, I'm going to say, since your parents were running, they managed to escape the green void before it got a hold of them, or the green orb. And obviously, while you're inside the green orb, everything's green.
Is it my turn?
Oh, sorry. Did you finish, Jared?
Yeah, that was my action. Was
okay.
Casting True Strike on here. And then...
Frank's up next. Frank was on a 15, right?
So since I can't reach her,
I'm going to say that if you made a jump, you might be able to grab her, but you'd have to roll for it.
All right, sure. I'll make a jump. I'm assuming I'm just going to try to grab her foot, or leg.
Or you know what? I'm going to say that you All right, roll an intelligence check.
15 total.
Okay. You know that if you jumped off your shield, you could definitely reach her.
Right. Okay.
But
I'll plan it.
you have to plan it, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna plan it and then just put my sword up, but I'm gonna go up and just bear hug her.
Okay.
Is she still in a sphere form, or did she, when all the green fire bursts, then
She's
she
balled up, right?
Oh, no. Whenever she released the orb, she came out of her ball, and she's kind of like, like a star. All of her limbs are spread out right now.
So that's a nat 19 plus my strength modifier 5, so 24 on a
Plus the
grapple.
+2 from. Don't forget the +2 I gave you.
26. So is this considered a grapple, or am I trying just to hit her right now?
So you hit a 26?
Yes.
Okay, you got a hold of her.
Oh, okay. Cool. So in this grapple, she'll take let's see, a d6 points from my armor spikes on my plate mail. If it even affects her body. I don't know if it would.
Okay, yeah, that would give her damage. Go ahead and do your damage.
5. And I'm just trying to basically bear hug her and hopefully thinking that my weight, being that I'm a little over 500, would hopefully like pull her down.
Nice.
But if not, if not right now, I'm just hugging her right now.
Okay, I'm going to say that you are a little bit too heavy for her to be flying with you. She's losing her height
Altitude.
as you're pulling her down. Russ, your go.
Does he bring her to the ground?
No, well, I mean, he's pulling her down. She's still she's coming down slowly, but she's not reachable yet. Like this would be you doing it like right after him, because you went off right after him. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my attack until she gets close enough to the ground.
Okay, Josh, what are you doing with your true strike? Right?
Can I see the emeralds that's planted in her, or like, could I aim for one of those?
It would be a called shot at a -4. Being that you have a true strike on there, I'll negate the negative, right? And I won't give you a range penalty because you also have that other spell casted on you. So just a regular to hit her in the gyms.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a rapid shot as well. And so true strike's only for the first hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's only for that first attack.
But since it's a called shot, right? Does it always hit? True strike, does it always hit? Or since it's a called shot,
it's plus 20, right?
Well, so it just adds plus 20 to the attack roll.
Oh,
so
okay, nice.
If there's major negatives, it still could potentially just, be a hit or miss on the roll.
All right.
But
I just rolled a natural 20.
Was there a specific gems you're going for? You rolled a natural 20, Josh?
Yeah, didn't you say there was one like on her chest or whatever, like on her shoulder? Around there?
Oh, well, her, yeah, I mean, you can see, like, there's armor all over it, but I'm going to say that, what area did you say you were going, or so you're just saying you're going for a random gym? I'm going to say that
I thought it was going to be around her chest area.
That's what I'm going to say, right on the outside of her chest plate, where the gyms are, I'm going to say you hit her right there. Okay?
Sounds good to me.
Go ahead and roll that. Or let me go ahead and see the effect on this. Roll your damage for me. Ooh, nice. That is sick. Go ahead.
So, if we're critical, do I do anything with the damage? Do I like double anything or add anything to that?
Yeah, you double your dice damage.
It's double damage.
Okay, so that'd be a total of 14.
Yes. Nice.
So, and then my
All right.
second attack, I get a second attack as a rapid shot.
Go ahead.
This one's just going to be, that one's just going to be a 6. So,
Okay. All right. Sure enough, Josh pulls back his bow, and you see the magic of the spells kind of like envelop his hand, envelop the bow, and he lets the arrow go, and you almost see the magic direct it, right? Like it curves back, curves in, and just wham, hits her right in the sensitive spot, right? You see like one of her gems bust, and the green fire just starts constantly coming out of it, right? And she screams like crazy when it hits her, right? It also looks like the arm that he shot her in went limp. All right. And now it's for Michael's go.
Alrighty. So just so I understand, oh geez, my brain totally spaced. Secret, giants attached to the front of her or behind her?
The giants got her by the knees area.
Knees. Okay.
Like the knees, knees and thighs area. He's got her held right there.
Okay. Then I will summon my undead companion, and I get to choose him, and he will be a level 3 skeleton.
Oh, another Russell. Russell,
Your
roll
brother.
Roll a charisma check on that female skeleton. Like, ooh, that's a nice tailbone.
Actually,
Oh, look at those ankle bones.
No, but okay. So you summon the skeleton at that time?
Yes, and I'll actually, I'll give him the light crossbow I have, so he can fire arrows, and hopefully not miss and hit the giant in the stomach.
All right.
So he will make. Well, do I have to roll for initiative for him, or does he get the kind of?
He goes on your turn.
Okay, then I'll just have him.
Well, I mean, he's coming to B right now. Like, can he attack this round, or is it next round?
He can attack with the round you summon him with.
Oh, sweet! So he actually comes out. Okay, well, awesome.
Now, if
you see him summon the skeleton,
hand him a. I don't know what he gets summoned with as far as weaponry.
Yeah.
Because like the standard is like a sword and shield.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he can summon him with a ranged weapon already with or not.
Well, have him just take mine like off my back.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that would be part of
an action.
I guess technically you could use your move action and everything to be able to hand him your deal,
I'm saying,
and then his move action be.
I'm saying with the spell and with everything going on, and you giving him the crossbow, I'll say that he gets to go off next round. Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah.
Since you had to trade out weapons with him, otherwise I'd have just let him attack.
Okay.
You all ready? All right, it's her go. You notice she's like, she looks at, as she's screaming, as she's looking at the fire, and she's like, fools! And you see her start swinging into Frank's face, right? And are swinging towards Frank. And, but what's crazy is her moves seem so fast compared to y'all. You know, it's like she's still moving at a normal speed and y'all's all slowed. Frank, I'm so sorry. Normally she was going to divide this among most of y'all, but you just got a hold of her, and it is you're huge. So, what was your AC?
Without my shield, just armor, AC 20.
All right. First one's a 27. She hits.
Just barely.
Second one's a miss. First one's a 30. Our third one's a 31,
Gosh.
Jeez.
and the fourth one's a 20 or 33.
God.
Well.
I mean, at this point, you could just say she beat the shit out of me.
2, and a 1. So you can tell she starts flailing on Frank's face because it's right there. When she starts hitting it, you see Frank's helmet start denting. She's hitting him so hard, right? And she actually breaks one of your spikes off as she's punching your helmet. And she does 16 points of damage to your face.
Oh my god.
That killed me.
I'm gonna have you make a. I'm not gonna have it knock you out because there were separate blows. It wasn't one. I'm not gonna have you roll a fortitude to knock you out because it was separate blows. It wasn't one shot. But what I'm gonna have you roll a strength check to hold on to her at a difficulty of 15.
Okay. That's 18 total.
Okay. All right. You managed to hold on to her, and she is now drugged down to the ground. And Frank, you land on your feet, and it's Jared's turn.
Oh, if she is right there. Why I was having to.
They broke my nose.
Broke your nose.
I will say, Frank, that's the hardest you've ever been hit in your face by a female robot.
Probably in my life. I mean, this is through a Masterwork steel-plated helmet.
Oh, she messed it up pretty good.
Right?
She started putting dents in it.
Okay, so I'm going to actually use my Orb of Sound. And I'm going to try and hit her in the other arm gem, based on what I saw with the reaction with him hitting his arrow there.
Yeah. Smart. Cool.
Good thing that's a touch attack.
Right, yeah. Nat 20.
Are you joking? Nice.
No, I am not. Holy shit. I was expecting to roll like a 1.
Hit me instead.
Right, yeah. I crit with a sound orb.
What I'm going to say is when I rolled the effect, it was extremely low. Like it wasn't a high effect. So I'm just going to give you base double damage.
Okay. Lesser, that is 1d6 per. So 3. $24 damage.
Woo woo! All right. That was a good hit. Sure enough, y'all see Jared's character come running up to her. He places his hand on her, and this huge like sound pulse comes out of his hand, and it boom knocks her shoulder straight back. It looks like it would have tore a normal person's arm off. It was so powerful of a blast, right? I'm going to say Frank's go, right?
Yep. Dope. Okay.
Still have a hold of her.
Yep. I'm gonna try to, if I can, grab that arm and then just try to bring her all in for crushing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to grab the arm.
Grapple. So in a grapple check, I got a 19 total.
Okay, I'm going to say that you missed the arm, but give me a strength check for trying to pull her down to your level.
19 on the roll plus 7, so 26.
All right, she rolled low on her strength. You managed to get her in the hold.
Boom. So do I still have her grappled then?
Now you do, yes.
Okay, so in the grapple, unless all of my spikes are broken, she'll take another d6 of those spikes toward as damage.
All right, give me your damage.
4.
Nice. Every little bit counts.
Yeah, except when she gets to go again and punches through my face.
Hopefully, I weakened that other arm.
She took a lot
Maybe
of
he just
damage in it, but she's got a lot of hit points. But,
just
you know,
loosened up.
I knew that I'd be putting her against a lot of very talented players, so I had to give her quite a few hit points. Didn't want to Russ at his home situation where you'll just instantly turn her and destroy her.
So now
All
it's
right.
Russ's beat.
Russell's go.
Did you have a strength enhancement already placed upon you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. I gave him
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna move to grapple, and I'm going to go for the gems in her eyes.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead and how tall are you?
4 foot,
Oh,
4'5".
I'm gonna have to say the way Frank's holding her and how high he has her up because he's got her held at his level. You would have to probably grab Frank's side and jump up to grab one eye, but you could only use like one arm because of how high she is and how high Frank is. Because Frank has her at head level, right? So right now she's like 8 feet tall. So for you to get to her eyes, you would have to actually climb up Frank's side, kind of.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab the highest spike I can on Frankie's armor.
Yeah.
And then I'll use my other hand to reach into her eye and pull it out.
Try to grab it. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit. It'd be at a -4.
Are you fucking kidding me? I just rolled a 20.
You did.
I'm not even fucking with you.
All right.
Show us,
Well, y'all, I'm just gonna say, if she accidentally rolls,
literally, it's like right there.
no, that's good. 3 in a row, she's in trouble. Okay. Russell grabs up, and he sure enough, gets that skeleton hand already and lunges it straight into her eyeball. And normally I'll say normally his dwarven chunky fingers wouldn't have fit, but since they're just bones, he got him inside the eye socket, right? Russell, roll a strength check to try to remove that eye.
God, don't be a 1. That would be a 18. Yeah, 18.
Okay. I will say that you have the eye dislodged and she's screaming, right? And the fire starts coming out, right? And it starts burning your thumbs and your fingers, right? When you start pulling it out, you take 4
Actually, I don't.
I was saying from the magical fire from her eyes.
Nope.
Why wouldn't you take damage?
Because I have a blunt damage reduction. It has to do more than 5 points of damage for me to do any damage. That's part of the skeleton thing.
Really? Oh, cool. That's awesome. Well, okay, you take no damage then. Good call. Good catch. Thank you. You take no damage, but you almost get her eye out. It's like halfway out, and you're pulling it, and she's screaming and going nuts. Josh, your go.
So, do I have a shot on the arm that Nameless attacked, or is she kind of still wrapped up? Where
I would
wouldn't have a good
say
shot?
Russell's in front of her now because he's pulling her eye out and he's covering the area where you'd be able to shoot. Unless you want to try to shoot through his bones.
Could I move around to at least get a good shot on?
Yeah, I'll give it.
Actually,
You can give another.
Yeah.
But the thing is you can only move half your movement as you go around.
I think that should be 15 feet then. Yeah, 15.
Okay, I'll let you get around far enough. All right, so, but I'll say to still get a clear enough shot, you have to come within a pretty decent range. Well, okay, so how far away? How far away from you? How far away from you? Or how far away are you right now?
I don't know. I mean, I was with the rest of the group when she landed, but I'm pretty sure Nameless cast accuracy on me as well. So,
okay, I'll say that you're only like about 20 feet away, and you go to run around to the side to where you can get a clean shot on her. I'm going to say that you see an open spot in her side, right? Because she has her other arm up because she's been attacking with it, and you actually see a little split in the side of her armor that you could possibly go for. It's glowing green, so good target.
And this is going to be at a -4 because it's a called shot?
Yes.
Let's see, that would be 19 total.
That is a miss, but I will say it was a very, very near miss, but you didn't hit anybody else.
So it tanked off the armor.
I'll say that it scratched her armor, yeah, but didn't do any damage.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll just kind of curse under my breath and get another arrow ready, and that should be it for me.
All right, Michael, your go.
So since I have my skeleton, then I can have him just attack first, and then I can cast a spell right after, or is it that his? Okay, cool. Then I'll just have him fire. I'll just have him fire an arrow.
Okay, just tell me what AC he hits.
All right. 20 sum total.
Oh, okay. That's a hit. Or 20 flat. You said?
No, I got a 19 plus 1.
19 plus
which
1.
Is actually,
so is it 20? Okay, yeah. So that would miss her.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
Okay, but it was a close shot.
So then
I'm going to say it's stuck in Russell's ribs.
Exactly where I meant it to go. Okay.
For comedy later, anyway.
So then I will. Okay, let me think about how I'm going to do this. So, where in relation is everybody? I've tried to picture this totem pole that's standing in front of me.
Josh is about 15 feet to her right.
Okay.
Frank is in front of her, holding her by her knee-ish, thigh-ish area. Or no, he got her pulled down to face-to-face level, but he's holding her 8 feet high. Russell's up on top of Frank, and I believe that Jared is still back there with you, right? No, Jared, you ran up and you... No, yeah, Jared's right there also, so he just got through puncher. He's standing right beside her as well.
Nearby, so it's the orbs. I can throw them and everything. It's just they don't have to hit the true AC. They have to hit touch AC. Is the main benefit to the orbs and everything. So I'm not close enough to be in the way, but I am close.
Okay.
Okay, then I will cast Dyphon's Violent Flashback on her.
Okay.
Will negate. So she has to roll a will saving throw to negate.
Okay. What does she had to pass on it? Is there a difficulty on it?
Yeah, sorry. 14.
14, 9 plus her will save. Apologies, she did pass it.
Useless.
No, it's all right. It's all right. You know, just she's a very strong being. That's why it's good. That's why it takes all of y'all. I'm just glad Frank jumped on it right off the bat, or this could have been a lot worse. Frank has limited her so much. I'm very proud of him because if this chick was flying, if this chick was flying around, she is way worse. Yeah, so I'm proud of him.
Now she's got a nat 20 snap my neck.
Well, she only got one arm.
Then that's that's all I can do.
Oh no, it is a good shot. Good try.
Why can't we fight Gully Dwarves? That was fun.
She looks. She's sitting there getting her eye ripped out, you know, and she's like, you know, and freaking, you see her like as the eyes getting ripped out, all of her emeralds start glowing all over her body, and she does a magic explosion. Everybody within 10 feet, roll a will save.
Oh, will save?
Oh, thank God. Will's my good one.
How far was I?
No!
26.
Why?
Will save. Oh, hey.
15! Only because
23.
Okay.
18.
What'd you roll, Russ?
26.
Oh, good job.
No, Will's my good one.
Couldn't have been a fortitude save, Lance.
Oh, I guess my skeleton.
I got 15.
Okay. Anybody else within, or no? Jared and Josh is actually kind of distant from her. Okay. That did hit you, Frank.
No!
He says it so clinically.
Oh my gosh,
that did
dude.
You.
She did 17 points of damage with magical explosion.
I'm still up.
What was your hit points?
Well, I have 28, but technically I have the feat Die Hard, which as long as I'm in combat, I will not die or fall until I'm at -10.
Okay, what are you at now? Negative.
Let's see, 16 plus that, so that's I'm at -5.
Okay. I'm going to give you a strength check at a DC 20 to maintain your grip at her.
What, you gave me a +2, so that puts me at or +4 equal +2. It puts me at a 20.
Right on.
Only because of Russell's bull strength enhancement. Yeah, okay. I got right on.
You feel the magical fire literally go inside your armor as it's exploding. It kind of burns your flesh so bad. You feel your grip literally weakening on her, right? As you're trying to hold her.
Right.
And now it is my bad. Jared's go.
Does she have a moving mouth?
No.
Okay.
So
how far is Othello from me then?
He's kind of like it's an L, and you're kind of, you're closer to her, aren't you, Jared? Or you were close to her as well. Did you roll your save?
18.
Oh, okay, good enough. So Josh is kind of like I'd say 15 feet to your right.
Okay.
He's 15 feet on the right side of
him. Even slowed and everything, I can still get to him and enhance him with True Strike again.
Okay.
Because I see him going for her gem as well.
Okay. Right. He goes ahead and casts True Strike on you. No other. Well, that was your movement and your action. Frank, it is your go.
Oh God. So, so pure reactionally, since I'm going off of pure instinct right now, I have her wrapped. I'm gonna suplex her.
Nice. Awesome.
I just pull face first, just because I can't. I'm feeling that I can't hold on to her for much longer. But fuck this bitch.
I'm going to say, regardless, I'm going to let you do damage because you have a hold of her and the way you do. But I'm going to have you roll anyway, just to make sure it's not a 1 or a 20.
15.
15. Okay. The
Plus,
damage.
plus strength. So technically 22.
Oh, that wasn't your damage. That was the.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so 22. You slam her in the ground real hard. Okay, I'm going to give you your strength damage, right? And I'll go ahead and give you a D6
Do I get
more damage.
damage?
I'll give you a D6 more damage plus your strength modifier.
All right. Ooh, don't fall off. 5 plus 7, so 12.
Nice. I was really hoping
And then
to
I'm
go
just
roll a
gonna
20 and snap her neck right there.
and then I'm just gonna lay on her.
All right. Now, with the suplex, I don't know if you'd be laying on her. It's kind of like.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of keep her, like this. Just
Now, are you trying to suplex her and flip over back on top of her? You're saying?
No, I can't. I am in full plate.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm on the ground right now. So right now I'm still imagining I'm trying to hold on to her legs, but she should be face first in the.
Her head's face first in the ground, and her legs are kind of sticking up. And it's Russell's go.
Since I'm
Russell, her butt is exposed.
At this point, I'll be.
Oh, wait. So wait. Oh yeah, you suplex Russell as well, didn't you?
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, Russell. I'm sorry, dude, but he did suplex you. If you're on them, I'm not going to give you the full. I'm not going to give you the full extent of his damage since he didn't land your head on the ground. But I'm going to give you his strength modifier and damage.
That's fine.
Okay. Whatever that is. What's your strength modifier? +5, Frank?
+7.
Oh, it's 7 total.
So yeah, that was attempted murder, Frank. I know he's already dead, but it's still not right.
I'm imagining that now that I'm at the -5 range, my mind is kind of like reverting to type just kill.
Yeah.
He's just going on training and instincts now.
Like if he even stops, he's out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Russell, what do you do? It didn't knock you unconscious. You're still on top. You're still connected to her. Are you still right there?
Well, yeah. So I got one hand into her eye, pulling it out. I'm
going to say you finished pulling it out if you want.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to do that in this action, and I'm going to reach my other hand, since we're on the ground now, and reach it into her other eye. As I'm pulling this one out, I'm reaching in the face and trying to pull out the other one.
Right. Okay. Roll the hit. I'll give you a +4 because I'm going to consider her prone. But that's going to negate. That's going to negate your called shot, so it's going to be a flat hit. Just tell me what AC you hit.
Yeah. Plus, she's prone, and I'm touching her already. Her AC is a touch attack, basically.
Oh, would it be a +8?
That would be.
Or is it +6?
I don't even.
Okay, so I'll give you a plus. Okay, so I'll give you a retained +4 then. To grab her eye.
My total is 24.
Okay.
24 total.
It wasn't critical, but you managed to get your fingers around her eye, right? And you're starting to pull on it. Roll a strength check for me.
Oh yeah. That would be 17.
Okay. The eye's starting to dislodge, but it's not critical like the last time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, she's screaming, the eye's hurting her and whatever. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say you're doing damage to her by ripping her eye out again. Okay, it's starting to rip her eye out. I'm going to say you did 7 damage to her.
Okay.
And now it's Josh's go. Josh, did you have True Strike on you still from Jared?
I do now. He cast it again.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Can I see how far is the eye being pulled out? Like, do I see like string or something, or like
it's not
socket?
like that yet, and Russell's hand's kind of around it, so it'd be hard to get a shot on it without hitting Russell's hand.
You could always take my approach.
Now, the other eye has been pulled out, and there's an open slot to that if you want to go for that.
Mm.
Are there any other gems that he might be able to see?
Yeah.
Well, she's kind of flipped upside down, right? So I'm going to say the open area, if in her the insides of her legs, you can see open areas in there. The bottom, kind of like her private area, there's some green area there. Where her waistline is, right? There's obviously a thin little area where you can get. It just depends where you want to shoot her. There's places in the back of her legs, like the back of her knees, have some emerald exposed.
If I have to move, I will up to 15 feet. Could I get on the side of the temple that the eye's being pulled out of? Can I get on that side to where I could shoot an arrow through the temple and kind of help dislodge it?
Oh, well, okay. So you run around to the side where Russell's pulling out the eye. You have the bow aimed, and you try to fire into the eye right there at point blank.
Okay. Well, maybe not necessarily point blank, but I guess if I have to, I will.
Well, no, it's up to you. I thought you were getting close to her. You can still back off if you want.
I still want to keep some distance, but if I can go around to that side of where he's pulling the eye out, well, I want to shoot. Yeah.
With True Strike that you don't necessarily have to be close. So you stay within a safe range, and you go to help Russell dislodge the eye. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That'd be a total of 38 with True Strike.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You definitely hit. Do me the damage.
Such an easy spell.
It's just 4 damage.
That's
utility mage.
4 less than she had before. All right. Michael, your go.
All right, I'm gonna have my skeleton fire one more time. Just to it's gonna aim for the back of her knees. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That was a 3. So
oh, okay.
Just fired off into the woods.
That's,
yeah.
No, the skeleton is fired, is what it is. He just dissolves the skeleton. You fail, buddy. What else would you like to do this round?
That's a good question. So like the back, so you said there are gems at the back of her knees. So there's a pretty good distance between like the back of the knees and anybody else. So everybody else is pretty much either prone or at her head, but her body's sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, she's just been suplexed, so her legs are kind of up.
So then I'll do Acid Splash. I'll cast Acid Splash to
on Russell.
No, on I'll aim for her legs.
You're gonna give Russell some PTSD. Russell's gonna be like, acid.
Cleaning the bones. That's all he's
Hey
doing.
Russell, when he does that, man, I'm gonna have you roll, sucker. That's some. You went through some stuff with that. That was a painful experience, man. You probably gonna let the hell go the second he casts that. But go ahead, brother.
Okay. I have to do a. Okay. Well, let's see if I even actually make this. All right, I didn't make it. I got a 5, so I guess it just misses.
Okay.
You did hit.
Touch attack.
So you did miss, and I'm going to say that the acid did almost hit Russell. Russ, this acid flies everywhere,
Russell.
and it almost hits you, and you have a serious flashback of whenever the acid hits you. Okay.
Concentration check.
Yeah. Give me concentration, but at a difficulty of 23.
Ooh.
Oh no, he had his entire body melted off, so it's bad. That's some bad
Well,
PTSD.
I did well, but I only got an 18. So
What'd you get all together? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say that you definitely let go of the eye, and you almost fall back as you almost lose your footing, freaking out from the acid.
I'm on my back.
Oh,
I'm still on my back. I'm
well,
on the ground. I can't go anywhere.
I'll say you let go of her, and then you try to crawl away from the acid.
Barrel
Okay.
roll.
Yeah.
Barrel roll.
Okay. And that was Michael. Now it's her go. Y'all can tell that
Is there any
she's highly damaged. Everything's going to crap. You know, what's crazy is you actually see the field suck back into her, and she just starts laughing like crazy. And she's like, "It's over." And you can see the energy start pulsing from her, right? It looks as if she's gathering energy to do something really horrible. Jared, your go.
All right. With her doing that, I'm going to. Do I have an idea of where her core is?
You are also no longer slowed. You have full movement right now. And
Okay.
her attacks are back to what they were supposed to be.
Of what? Beating me up?
Yeah, sounds like you
Well,
have one more attack.
Well, when she has her sphere up, she gets 4 attacks around. And when the
Gosh.
sphere's down, she only gets 2.
So, do I have an idea of where her core would be at?
You where you think you feel yours inside your chest.
Okay. So, I'm going to do another Orb of Sound, and I'm going to try and direct that to hitting the core is what I'm going to try and do.
Okay. Give me a roll there.
That would be a touch total of 11. So as long as she doesn't have any deflection bonuses, that should still hit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, she's not moving right now, so go ahead.
Okay.
What's your damage?
That would be 662, so 14.
Nice. As you do it, you see her chest plate crack open. I'd say from the damage of strength or everything being done to her, that her chest plate's been stressed, and with that, it actually cracks.
Is there a large enough opening and everything to see the core?
%75% chance. 39. Yes, it is.
So I'm going to holler, aim for that!
Okay.
Just destroy it. Got it.
Frank, it's your go.
So I'm thinking is suplex. Got her. I'm gonna try to get up with her, basically, I was trying to get her to. I'm guessing she's just gonna lay across my shoulder, essentially, and I'm gonna basically trying to spear her against the spikes on my shield because I had planted my shield earlier to jump at her,
Nice.
and just
Okay. So would it
mud
be roll?
wrestling.
Would it be roll to hit the shield with her at a -4? I guess.
I guess
Yeah.
essentially.
Or would it be? Would it be her? It would be still her AC, right? Yeah.
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 Well, it's a touch attack
Because
at this point.
it's trying to aim her to be
But
able
he's
to
also
hit
trying
at the
to
same time.
Yeah, he's trying to slam her to where the shield stabs her in the open chest. You said.
Pretty
Right.
much, or like her back and everything. Because I'm assuming that's
so you're not trying to hit her in the gap where Jared just made it.
Well, that would probably be my most likely spot to hit because I'm assuming that's where Jared also made the crack because she would be laying like her back would be exposed.
Oh, so her back, or so. Well, I thought Jared was moving to make it in her chest. I thought he said he touched her chest area.
Well, so it's.
But it could have been. It could have been from the
whether
back.
I'm able to attack the back or front just depends on how she was facing whenever he had her on the ground.
Right, because since I suplexed her, her face should be in the dirt and everything. So I was thinking Jared had cracked her back,
Okay.
and since I still haven't grappled, I was just gonna pick her up and then just shoulder check her. You know, my armor spikes into the shield spikes and everything, and just.
Well, you might have to different maneuver it just a little bit. It's kind of for the game too. Like since I already said it was on her chest plate, but I did roll it, and it was her chest plate that he cracked with the roll.
Well, I mean, so also down. So
you could flip her around and still try to do it with her chest if you want.
I probably wouldn't because I can't understand. You know what Jared said? That and I'm kind of in a blood phase.
All right.
So it'll still be her back and everything. Like her spine is what I'm imagining character-wise, and I'm just trying to.
Half.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Go ahead and do it.
So is this like a touch attack or I don't know, whatever.
All right.
16 on the die roll. I'm missing plus a strength of 7. So 23.
That's perfect. You hit. Give me damage.
So would I count my armor spikes and the shield spikes as 2 separate like D6s?
Let's do it.
All right.
You're basically trying to pincer her between your shield and yourself.
I got double 5s. So that would be 16 damage I pinned her with.
Wow. I can't believe how much damage was done to her. She is so low. Good job.
That's what we do.
And I'd attempt to do more if I didn't have one attack per round.
Okay. Russell, now your go. I'm going to have you roll another concentration check. This time only at a difficulty of 18.
Nope.
All right. The acid is too close and it's on the ground and you're freaking out. Josh, your go.
Well, I learned a valuable lesson.
If she's pinned, am I not able to see her chest at this point? Where I'm at?
He slammed her back on the shield, right? His shield's pretty high, but her chest is exposed because the small of her back is in the shield.
Yeah, I guess we'll aim for that then.
Okay. Called shot, +4. Tell me what you hit.
Or -4, you mean?
Or it's -4?
Shot? So this will be rapid shot, so I get 2 shots. First one, natural 20.
What?
Look at that. You see that?
Oh,
that's what we need.
Oh, that's
what I need because I'm about to die. I would prefer not.
Right.
I'm feeling it.
You go ahead and give me your damage, Josh.
And it'll be doubled because it's critical.
Yep.
That would be 17 total.
Okay. Give me your next shot. That one went into her core.
Next one is total of 17.
Oh, that's a miss. But you did shoot her directly in her core, right? Right whenever the arrow goes into her core, she starts convulsing like crazy and starts glowing real big, right? And you sure enough, you see the fire from her inside just start spilling out of the core and starts spilling all over her body and starts consuming everything around.
No! No!
Michael, it's your go. Last
It's
chance.
you,
Last
fellow.
chance to save Frank.
my
You
enemy.
notice, Michael, that Frank is very close to her, and she looks like she's about to explode.
I'm tackling her.
Okay.
He
Well-
actually has a hold of her, and she's about to explode.
Well, all
Well, that's what it
right.
looks like.
It's okay. I'll win.
That's your assumptions anyway. Frank's like, it doesn't matter. I win.
I mean, yeah. No,
I didn't. He
having
died.
having been around death for most of my life, I think I have a pretty good understanding of what it looks like to almost die.
Nice.
That's a good question. What will I do?
Here's a better question. Do you have the strength to pull 500 plus pounds off of her?
I have a 9 on my strength, so I'm at -1. I ain't pulling anything. I'm barely pulling myself. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm cool with this. Level 4, killing a mini boss. Hell yeah.
At least Russell crawled away.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. At least the healer didn't do anything.
Frank's doing his
Yeah,
job.
I got an eye.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So she's convulsing. Does it look like
I'm convulsing.
I would say that she looks like she's going into massive, insane seizures. She looks like a robot that's about to blow up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Dark Symmetry on the giant. Yeah. This might work. This is a shot in the dark on this.
Trying to find.
Trying to force your body to move. I'm trying to carry you. I'm trying to carry that which cannot be carried by me. All right. So,
Are you going to run up and try to push him out of the way? You said.
no, I'm casting a spell, Dark Symmetry. So,
Okay.
if he's a willing creature, then it just happens. But if he's unwilling, then he has to will negate.
In this state, I am unwilling.
Okay, so you have to roll will.
A will? Son of a bitch. That'd be a 21 total.
Okay,
Yep, we
well,
passed. Yep. Frank guys.
So he didn't let go.
I didn't let go. Why?
well,
Never let go, Frank. Never
Oh,
let
shit.
go.
My will's under +2.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's going to be real awesome when Frank doesn't have any arms.
Or a face. Or a front half.
we'll give him her arms.
All right. So you go to try to control Frank. It doesn't work. And then sure enough, she blows up, right? While Frank's holding her.
Right. Does she do less than 5 damage?
She does she does 26 damage.
There's nothing left of Frank.
It's just enough.
There were 2, and now there's none.
Frank, I'm going to say both your hands are severely mangled beyond use,
Dead.
and
He's
it
negative
has blasted you,
21.
and it blasted you like clean across the field. Anybody else, or how far away was everybody? I need to know if anybody was within 20 feet of her.
I was for sure at least 15.
Okay.
2 movement rounds. I would
So
have been
I
away
was
from that.
-5. So I'm dead.
Josh,
you're-
you received 13 points of damage.
I was at the.
Who else was
I was at
within 20 feet of her? Russ?
Like I probably would have
With
been
two
because I was
movements?
up there with a fellow.
With 2 movements away, being afraid of that acid, even at 10 feet per round, I would have been farther away than that.
Oh, okay. And Jared, you said you were close?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, 20 damage.
Okay.
All right. She is destroyed.
She's not the only one.
Frank is in 2 pieces and doesn't have arms.
Pretty much. How is it -5 when she blew up and then she dealt 26 damage to me? So I'm not there anymore.
Well, I had to give you double damage because you were like holding
Oh,
on to
no.
her when she blew up.
I 100% I expected to die when you said she was blowing up because it was like, well,
No,
as
no,
soon
it's,
as she started pulsing, I was like, shit, I'm dead. Because I know what I have to do.
okay. I would say that your hands are kind of mangled, but they could still find a couple of fingers, and everything's fixable.
Lance, he's at negative 27 hit points. He is dead.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying his hands are
Oh.
like not permanently
okay.
fucked if y'all bring him back.
Hey, hey,
Oh, okay. Seems like a pretty moot point. Let us still find figures. It's like he's
It
why?
would for him anyways. Like
Let's
So
put him all on
literally,
ice.
he's just Frank's just a steaming pile of whatever. I mean, he's got
Yeah.
smoke rolling. Smoke rolling.
I was
Some of it's over here, some of it's
glorious
over there.
This world has not been kind to him.
No.
now.
He's just trying to get by, man. He doesn't even speak y'all's language, and he just saved the day almost.
Right?
Actually, he
Her
did save the day. I'm letting y'all know that she had so many attacks she didn't get to use because he had a hold of her that whole time. I mean, guys, I'm letting you know she would have probably killed another person indefinitely. But good job.
So Russell, you better start praying, and I better not be reincarnated as a dwarf.
I started gathering pieces.
Yeah, like I'm assuming my master crafted full plate is relatively intact.
Mhm.
Probably not.
Probably.
Maybe a couple pieces.
I will say that it's severely damaged, and as of now, it functions as a minus or 2 compared to what it would have.
Right. My sword, my large long sword.
Mhm.
Oddly enough, I didn't even use this fight.
Didn't need it. You had a shield.
Right. Well, it's like the whole fight. I was like, "There's no way I could use my sword."
Yeah.
Because she's flying. Right. And I have a necklace, actually. My family's heirloom necklace that's probably gone.
No. You had a necklace.
Yeah. Russell has my family's heirloom necklace.
I will say that it's charred and messed up and everything, but the string's missing. But the necklace is still done, but your symbol has definitely been scratched up and burned and everything.
I started gathering up all the supplies and knickknacks and pieces of him.
All right.
I didn't have it.
Yeah, I'll help
They
do
were
that as
all
well.
gone. The only thing I had was my cloak, some clothes, a signet ring, my longsword, a whetstone, my necklace, my shield, and my armor. And that was
I grabbed this. I grabbed the signet ring and put it on my wrist.
Ba-doom-ts. All right, Jared, what are you doing?
I guess just kind of checking over everyone else, and then just helping with the gathering of our dead, and
When you
trying to
start
continue
picking
moving
everything
on.
up, you look around, and sure enough, you see what looks like a mechanical component that must have been inside of her. And it looks like something that would possibly be usable by you.
All right.
Upgrades on.
It's
So,
me.
yeah, I definitely would have went over what she had and everything, and so I'll gather that up and take it with.
Ooh, I got that giant gem. We're like,
Yeah, actually, I probably, instead of gathering all the supplies, I probably would have been over like inspecting. Is there any bit of her that's like left whole, or like she just like her chest exploded, but like her arms and legs are still there? Because I would probably have been looking at all those, seeing how they all worked.
Okay, sure enough, when you start inspecting them, you start like looking at all the gears, and you notice that all her pieces are so amazingly made. Like when you look at them and seeing how they fit, because you're like picking two up and putting them together, you're like, oh yeah, like this, and you just can't believe the craftsmanship and how small some of the pieces are made and how much work went into her. Like it actually looks like you're looking at some type of Gollum masterpiece looking at one of these.
And then you find pieces of me.
Yeah, in the gears, like okay.
Forget. Ew.
Wash that out
And
before you use
then you find Frank's hot dog.
it. It's a bratwurst, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I found his longsword. Oh
hey,
god.
Frank, it's a Frank. It's a Frank.
God,
No, but
that's
yeah.
why I was looking at combat. I had to compensate.
Josh, your parents come running up to you. Your mother seems like she's crying and worried, and your dad, he has a worried look on his face also.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of on the ground, breathing heavy, just like not even really taking anything, just kind of like trying to calm myself down, and I'll kind of sit up and see what everybody else is doing, and I'll look over to them and I'll sign to Mom I'm okay.
Well, you know, Othello, I'm just lying around.
hey, be quiet, you're dead.
But my ghost isn't.
I've gotten pieces of him. I'm putting it in a pile.
Josh, your father, he's like, Othello, I'm so proud of you. And you see, and he kind of like squeezes your head to his chest as you're getting up and stuff. And he hugs you really hard. And he goes, you're really turning out to be a warrior just like I was. I'm so proud of you. I'm excited to see where this all goes. I think you're strong enough to do something like this. I didn't even think one of these could be destroyed. I've seen him killed so many people.
Yeah, I just kind of just take the hug and just kind of pat him on his back, and I'll just kind of look back and get up and start going over to where the site is, and I guess I'll look and see what the damage is on Pierce, and just kind of think
Damage.
you think like in my mind, should we have just ran? You know, should I have shot that arrow? Kind of thinking, is this my fault? You know?
Yep.
But yeah, I'll just kind
Well,
of
you do
say my
remember
thoughts.
she said she was going to destroy the world.
Hey, Russell.
Hmm?
This is the only finger left on this hand.
I'm going to tie a string around it, and I'm going to hang it around my neck, and that's the only thing I'm going to remember you by.
You're gonna place my symbol, have it melded in the back of my hand. Yeah, it'll be that.
Dang.
Okay, I'm going to gather the pieces of him.
Yeah.
I'm going to find all the emeralds, or pieces of emerald I can.
Mm-hmm. So you want
And
to
I'm
pack
going
her up as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna pack up the pieces like that, and I'm not gonna pack them up. I'm making a pile.
Yeah, I'm actually before he does that, I grab a couple of the gears and components and things, and I store them in my bag.
I'm saying as you're walking around and you're finishing up, Michael, and you're getting the gears and the components, right? When you pick up one of her components, right, you can almost feel that there was a soul in it, and it dissipates out of the component. And you almost feel like the soul was released out of the component as you're picking it up.
Okay. Well, is that special? Like, was it a component closer to her chest, or was it like her hand?
I would say it was a part of her core.
Part of her core. So okay, or do I find all the pieces of her core and like kind of like assemble them together, or is it just I'm kind of guessing because I only have like 3/5 of it, so I don't really know how it goes together. Or
roll a search check for me.
Alrighty, dighty.
Hey, Lance, while they're doing that, I'm gonna gather wood, and I'm gonna ask Rocket to do the same thing.
Okay. Raka, she goes ahead and she takes her goggles, she puts them back on her forehead, and she's like, "Whoa, that was a pretty blast." So pretty. I don't think that giant's gonna make it.
I got a 22.
I don't think he is either.
So you want me to get you some wood, baby?
Yeah.
All right. She starts running around gathering wood with you.
I got a 22 on my search check.
All right. You find 89% of her core. But this explosion was so great that you don't know where the other pieces could be.
Okay.
Or if they've just been blasted to such small pieces you can't find them.
So I have a pretty good idea as to how this whole thing is pieced together. And
yeah, you got her core really, you got most of it pieced together.
Okay. Do I recognize, like, in all the years that I spent in, like, the library, do I recognize this mechanism as something? Or is it just totally foreign to me?
Oh yeah, you've never seen anything Forge type. Now, don't get me wrong, you've seen people put together, or you've seen people activate golems and stuff, but this is, like I said, the most advanced machine type thing you've ever seen made. You haven't even seen gnomes make something to this complexity.
Okay.
I'll say your interest in it is at a full, and since your character's finding so much about it, you might be even slightly obsessed.
Only slightly. It's only obsession when it's unhealthy. That's the secret.
The first thing that comes to your mind is you just wish you had all these pieces back in your laboratory at the tower. You probably could figure more out.
Is the core big enough to or what is the size of the core actually? Like, could I put it in a bag?
Size of a heart.
Oh, cool. Then yeah,
it actually kind of resembles one.
Then I'll throw all the pieces in my bag. 89% of core.
All right. Anything else?
Did she have any equipment on her, like a bag or a backpack or anything like that, or was she just flying around with no equipment?
Well, whenever she wasn't like adventure ready when you sent her off, and she was kind of alone and stuff, but she didn't have anything on her specific. If you're looking, because she's just still wearing her priest robes or priestess robes.
Didn't she have an axe that we gave her when we?
Oh yeah, she has a little axe, but I mean, I was just saying she doesn't have like rope or a backpack or rations or anything like that.
Okay, we're gonna make a pyre, and then I'm gonna put his shield, or I'm gonna keep the shield. And and I put the remainder of his body in pieces, all that I can find.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to make a small pile of the gems and in front of me, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to start a prayer. This is going to take a while, and then
Yeah,
I'm going to set the pyre afire, and I'm going to start praying to Morden. That's the one, right? Morden, or which one's the secret under the mountains? Morden?
Go ahead.
Dumathorn.
Dumathorn. I'm going to start praying to Dumathorn, the keeper of God, the undead, and secrets under the mountain, to honor this great warrior and soldier for his sacrifice and his hard travels to this world, from whatever world or dimension or plane he came from, and to find him good travels and a happy afterlife.
Okay.
That's kind of the statement I'm putting out there. That takes like, I'll probably do this for like 3.5 hours.
So you're like slowly.
More.
So you're like slowly doing like a burial ceremony for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn his. I'm gonna burn his physical body so it can rest peacefully. Because I don't have resurrection, and at that level, that's not going to happen.
Well, I know, but y'all's heading to a dwarven church full of priests.
Well, I said I kept his finger.
That's all you need for reincarnation.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Russell goes in. Okay, so Russell starts the Frank barbecue.
Hey, Jared, listen, I want to come back as a badger. All right?
A giant badger?
A giant badger. Because it's random as hell.
Ride him into battle.
Yeah. And plus, I don't have the 10 or 20,000 gold it takes to resurrect somebody at this point. So, unless the one of you have it, then he's a dead man.
Yeah, how much are those emeralds? Now that you mention it.
Oh,
probably all broken.
But they're still valuable. They're still valuable, all of them. I would say after y'all collect all of them, so you only need 20,000 gold pieces worth of something to cast that spell, Russ? Or can you even cast that as your level? You can't cast it.
I can't.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, what? Okay.
I'm just saying I don't have that to pay the priesthood at the next place to do it, and I doubt they would do it for somebody that no one knows. I'm just honoring his body.
But you do know that he has sacrificed himself for your cause, so you never know.
Well, let me. I'm praying to a god to have a safe journey and a happy afterlife. So maybe he'll bless him to come back, because I can't do it, and I don't have the gold or anyone else to do it.
Frankie, your spirit temporarily arrives at a dwarven heaven where all you see is naked dwarven people everywhere, and they're all partying and having a good time.
They all stop and look at you with a record scratch. You might be wondering how I got here.
What Kentucky Fried Duck is going on?
All the dwarven females surround your naked body, and they're all in awe, and they're like, "Ooh!"
This is not heaven described by my people.
Like, oh my, he's a big one. Okay, that's enough of the, sexy heaven. Nice, Russ. I'm glad you sent him there. And he's going to be pulled back right after the action starts, right?
It's like waking up to your alarm clock.
No! I was happy.
So back to these emeralds. How much actually are they? Like, I'm not one to leave money on the ground, you know?
I'm saying all together, with the damage done to the ones you have and how damaged some of them are, I'd say all together, if you want to sell every one you got, I'll say they're worth probably about 1,500.
Okay. I mean, I'm
How about that big one I pulled out of her face? It's in full tact.
Oh, the one that was undamaged then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say that one's worth 500 by itself.
Cool.
Cool.
Good job, guys. Anything else anybody else want to do? I guess Russell's barbecuing Frank and holding up his finger to the gods. Frank's in dwarven heaven. Josh is embracing his parents. What was you doing, Mike?
I'll probably go over and question Nameless about more of the core and the gears and things, and yeah, stuff like that. Like, do you have one of these? And I'll hold out the heart, and I'm like, do you have one of these?
I believe so.
Is it the same material? Is the material dependent?
I don't
your
know
magic
that,
dependent upon the
unfortunately.
material? Well, can you crack your chest open and look? I've become obsessed, apparently.
Actually, when you walk up to him, you notice that he's holding a piece that you didn't have, and it looks like a very special, crazy-looking one.
Okay. So I'll hold out the 89%. Does that go to this? That piece you have?
What does it look like this piece is?
Whenever you go to connect it to the core, sure enough, that's the last piece that connects to the core. It looks like it was an upgrade to her core. You don't know what abilities it caused on her, but who knows, you know?
Yeah, seeing this, I think I'm gonna walk over and just be like, should we be moving? I mean, how did she track you if, once you got out of the box, I guess? Are we in danger? Like, are there more coming?
Yeah, she did comment that there was some sort
Beacon
of tracker.
yeah.
Beacon. That was. Should you
Okay.
go back in the box?
Do y'all want to look through the pieces and see if you can find anything beacon-like?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll start that. I'll start.
Okay, go ahead and roll search for me.
21.
I got a 15 total.
Okay. I will say that y'all kind of get zoomed on the same piece, but Michael finds it just a little bit faster. Mike, as you reach down, you grab it and you dust it off. Sure enough, there's a little piece and it's got like a pulse still to it, and you assume that it possibly could be the beacon that Jared also has.
Where was it located?
Can't tell because of the explosion.
Well, like if I can, to kind of work back, conservation of momentum and all that jazz. Like if I know what direction her body is, then I could probably figure out like if it was if this was the front of her body and it's this way, then I can kind of tell it was from the back or was it more the front or you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like blood splatter.
Go ahead and roll
blood splatter went.
Go ahead and roll an information gathering for me at a DC of 18.
My God.
Can I assist with that or help?
Oh, okay. If Josh helps you, I will make the DC 15.
Well, I got a 17.
Okay. Well, he saved the day then.
Thank
Sure
you.
enough, you find the location of where it's at, and it seems to be in the back left cave, just like off some space movie I watched. Same location where they put all tracker beacons.
Okay, D&D is a collection of copyright infringements. That's what all it is.
I have no original content. I just rip people off all day.
So noticing that, can I
Joking,
go
joking.
up to? Can I go up to Nameless's leg then, and can I put my hand on his calf and see if I feel a pulse? Where I
Okay.
think his beacon might be.
Does the beacon actually have like a vibrational pulse to it?
I just checked it and it does not have a pulse to it. It just is a glowing light. But you assume that would possibly be in the same place because all of her connection parts, her main parts, seem to fit together almost as if his would, whenever you look at it from an outside source. So you assume that he would be built very similar since it's so complex.
Can we gain access to where we think it is, or is it?
You want to try to take his plate off and do some damage to him.
I'll ask first.
With my repair kit and everything, would I be able to use that to then get access to my parts and everything?
I will say, okay, yeah, Russell's actually doing that experiment. So what it is I'm going to roll. So you're going to try to extract it yourself with Michael's help and Josh's?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help any way I can.
Yeah.
Okay. What it is I'm going to have you roll percentile against me 3 times, and every time you fail, you take a D4 points of damage. You have to roll over my percentile. That cool?
Okay. That'll
Because
work.
we're helping him, does he get anything?
Okay, what's your first roll, Jared?
32.
I rolled a 46. 2 points of damage on that first one.
Okay.
Ow. Second one is at 60. What'd you get?
67.
All right, you managed to extract. You managed to get it open and get the glowing piece out, and it looks very similar to her, but brand new.
The first time he got damaged, his nose lit up for a second.
So, do we destroy it then? Or can we deactivate it somehow or conceal it?
Attach it to a random animal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, tie it to a bird and send the bird off.
Let it go away.
No, or like the bird would like follow us forever.
Right, yeah.
I'll attach it to my undead companion.
Smart.
And I'll just have him walk the other way.
Cool.
But before I do that, I take his skull and I just pop it off and I put it in my bag.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Cool.
That'll come in handy later.
He's headless and walking away.
All right, so I'm going to take the upgrade part back.
Okay.
I'm going to put my plates back on, and then I'm going to ask Othello to carry me as I turn back into a ring.
Okay. I was going to say, carry? Not sure. I can try, but yeah, in ring form, yeah, I'll pull out the box and everything and kind of prepare.
I look at that out of pure amazement. He could turn into a ring?
He's mine.
It's like, why don't you want to ride with me, buddy?
Hey, you would fit right on here.
Hey, can you talk in that form? Please tell me you can talk in that form.
Yeah, he can talk. Actually, that's a good point. Do you want to go back in the box? Do you want to hide in one of our bags, or?
Yeah, now that the beacon's off,
you can wear me.
The resignation in that voice.
Yeah.
I would prefer not to go back in the box.
Yeah, I'll
Last
put the box
time I was left in there a long time.
In ring form, I'm going to go ahead and give you resting bonuses to gaining health back, Jared.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'll look at Pactor and be like, who's going to wear them? I'm just kind of...
Well, I mean, he was given to you, Othello, but it's up to y'all. It's between y'all. I mean, Othello, you did see him as a gift, but I mean, you do respect him also as his own person. So
I'll ask him. Yeah, I'll just kind of look
Yeah.
at it and be like, "Can you hear me? Or who do you want me to just wear you then?"
I can wear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I
put
still
the
have a finger left.
yeah, I'll put the ring
just
on.
put
then.
him on Frank's finger. Stick him in your pocket.
I'm
There's
wearing
Man.
together forever.
On Paxor, there's a small hint of disappointment, but a solemn nod of understanding.
Well,
I think that's it for me.
yeah.
I ran out of questions.
Yeah, but he's already kind of bonded with Othello there and everything. That's just kind of who he goes to.
Yep. Well, y'all traveled together already, so
Right.
Yeah, I think I'll walk over to the. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll walk over to the fire and just kind of,
watch
not
Frank
say
burn.
anything. Kinda, but just kind of paying my own respects, because
He actually doesn't smell too bad. I mean, technically,
Probably hungry.
Technically, it's not cannibalism because he's a half giant. I guess
He's not even from this world.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, no,
mystery
I
meat
can't
at this
smell
point.
It smells like heroism.
smells like
That was-
victory.
Yeah, heroism must be that umami taste I hear a lot about.
Frank hot dogs, breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just kind of bow my head a little bit and just kind of pay silent respects.
Oh, nice, awesome. All right, y'all get everything finished up. It's about 2:00 in the afternoon.
God dang it! It feels like it's like midnight. I died.
I pick up Frank's. We had the cloak, right? I put Frank's cloak on. Is it super long on me?
Of course.
Yeah, it's a nicely made black and gold trimmed fur cloak.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't burnt up.
I probably blew away before it burnt up.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay, it's slightly singed.
That's fine.
It's stylish.
I cut the bottom. I cut the bottom half of it off with this giant ass sword.
Smart.
And I pick up his shield and I drag his sword with me behind me, and start walking towards the temple.
Nice.
That is one determined dwarf.
Oh shit.
He cares.
Yeah, seeing that, I'll just give one last final nod and I'll follow along.
All right.
Whatever. He's only taking my sword and shield with him to pay for the carriage to the next city.
Y'all travel and you kind of go back through an area, and some of the areas you go through, Josh, and are you kind of I know Jared's in ring form, but you kind of remember going back through here because you're going back towards the area that the church was in that you've seen, or the chapel.
Okay, yeah.
And y'all travel for quite some ways, and then sure enough, when you come through a decent set of woods, you come out the other side, and you see the Dwarven Temple in the distance. Russell, you first notice, it kind of shocks you how beautiful it is because it was just built and it was brand new, and they wanted to make an impression with it. So it kind of, you kind of pause for a second and drop the sword and drop the shield as you're looking at the temple because the craftsman work is just unbelievable, and it's all made out of the same stone from the mountain.
Awesome.
As y'all continue up to the temple and you get a little bit closer, Russ, you actually see quite a few people that are from your mountain that happen to make it there already. And they're standing outside, and you see people working with others, trying to heal others. Some are wounded as y'all come walking up. Is there anything y'all want to do before y'all approach them?
Do I get being a necromancer and this being a church, do I get a sense of unease? I'm not necessarily not wanted, but it'll be really awkward for me to go in.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
That is 17.
Okay. You're not a evil necromancer. If your energy was pulled from only evil, then yes, I would say hollow ground would probably affect you. You are slightly worried about Russell because he's undead, and you know undead normally can't walk on hollow ground, but who knows? You know, he's not your average undead.
Okay.
Now he's an undead with a big ass sword.
Yeah.
Raka, you know, as y'all start approaching it, Raka and Josh's parents, they start talking about how beautiful it is with oohs and ahs, and just constant amazement of how tall and, like I said, the stonework, all the statues and the dwarven hammers and the statues of the gods and just the framework of the chapel is absolutely breathtaking, with hints of yellow rock and gold trim. You can tell they use a lot of gold in certain areas of the temple to make it shine more.
I make sure I'm fully covered, and I ask for the priest and leadership. I need to speak to them.
Okay, you approach first one of the dwarven priests, and he's actually helping a wounded arm of another dwarf that was from the mountain. You come up to him, and he looks at you, and he's like, he looks up at your cloak, and he really can't see your face too well, you know, and you're fully covered. But
Yeah.
do you have your symbol on the outside of the cloak or on the inside?
Outside.
Outside. And he nods and he says, "Brother," he goes, "Are you one of the ones that made it back from the mountain?"
Yes.
Oh, well, do you need healing?
No, I need to speak to some higher ups in leadership. And I give him my name.
He's like, "Oh, go straight inside. Bishop Battledore. He'd be excited to talk to you."
Can you make sure my friends are taken care of? They might have wounds and scars and need food.
Well, there's also people inside getting help, but these people just wanted to stay outside in the fresh air. They can go inside and get help as well.
Okay.
Well, they can go inside and get help as well.
Yeah, before we go in, can I check my tattoo on my hand to see if there's any changes or anything about it?
Oh, just, you know, same thing. Your dots are all still connected in the middle of it, and it's kind of like blinking, like some type of radar.
I'll probably go around and ask people if they saw anything. Like, actually, do I know that this is the people from the village that got destroyed, right up in the mountains?
You would assume it, yes.
Okay, then I'll just ask around and see if anybody saw anything else. Maybe who did it, other things.
You start asking around, and most of the dwarves you come up to, they're kind of irresponsive to you. They've been through tragedy, and you're obviously an elf. I will say that you came up to one dwarf that he did say, he was just like, everyone was turned into skeletons. My best friend got ate. Oh, I don't ever want to go back there again. This is the worst thing I've ever been through. It was the woman in the sky. We have to stop her and kill her.
Okay.
Okay, Russell, as you approach into the hall, it's beautifully decorated. You can tell they almost tried to one up the main chapel that's on the mountain. And they've put so much cool stuff in there. You see everybody working, but on everybody around the main floor area. But sure enough, up there behind the speaking podium, right, you see a large dwarf that's a little bit bigger than the others. He looks hefty. His stomach hangs down a little bit past his knees. You assume that he would be the bishop's with his robes the way they are. And he has a big, beautiful, blonde braided beard with gold jewelry and precious gems hanging off of it.
Okay, I make my way. I put the shield and the sword down, and I make my way to him.
Okay, sure thing. All right, you walk up to him. He sees you and he looks at his symbol, your symbol, and he's like, "Oh, I haven't seen one like that in a long time. Who made your holy symbol?"
A great teacher from the camp, or from the main temple, gave it to me on my graduation day, which was a few days ago.
He goes in and he holds his hand out to it, and his hand slightly glows, and he's like, "I can literally feel the holy presence from it. This is the most powerful symbol I've ever felt. Truly, you must be proud."
We need to speak in private. Do you have a place we can speak?
At that time, Raka comes running up beside you and she goes, "Yeah, he needs help now." And he's
Calm
like,
down.
he's like, yes, go ahead and let's go into the underside, down these stairs over here. It's private.
Okay.
Anybody want to follow Russell and them?
Yeah, I will.
I guess I'll just look to mom and dad.
Was that Frank that just said, "Yeah, I
That
will"?
was Frankie.
Yeah, Frank's going indefinitely.
Yeah, he has to. There's a finger.
Yeah, I'll go to kind of see if they have any idea or if kind of what they can say in regards to this magic.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll see what's mom and dad doing. Are they talking with anybody else? Or are they just hanging back as well? Or
Well, they actually go over to this table that's filled with food. They look like they're starving, and they don't even ask anybody. They just go straight over the table and they start grabbing pieces of food and eating it.
yeah, I'll go ahead and join them then, and just kind of also take some of the food.
Okay. You go over there and you see all these dwarven dishes. All the meat is so succulent and juicy, and all the rolls are huge, and everything's covered in butter. And you see these amazing glass type drink dispensers, pretty much for the ale that they drink. And the ale looks beautiful too. It's a very, like, almost the most golden ale and bright you've ever seen. But your mother, she's already got like half a cake out of her mouth, and she's like, "It's delicious."
Yeah, I'll just
And your
I'll get some of
father's
the
like,
ale.
your father, he's drinking the ale already, and he's eating some rolls, and he's like, "We're going to be safe, son. You saved us. You did it. You saved us."
I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see. I'll just kind of take a little sip of my ale and just kind of look around.
Okay. As you take a sip of the ale, you get a hit point back, and it actually tastes amazing. Like one of the best ales you've ever tasted. Kind of like a mixture between sweeter honey and just hints of different herbs, but it almost dances on your tongue. You'd expect dwarven ales to be so much rougher from what you've heard, but this one's actually amazing.
Russell, you need to dip my finger in one of those ales so I can come back to life.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to work like that.
All right, Russell, y'all get to the underside.
But I tell him to prepare himself, maybe sit down. This might be a shock to him. I think I need to explain it just a little bit. the things that were going on, the thing that happened. I got hit by some of the acid, and as it was eating away my body, I pulled back my cloak or my hood to show him my face and arms, and I tell him that I think the holy item that you pointed at is what saved me, or my mind.
Whenever you fling your cloak back, he kind of takes a deep breath and gets really, really worried. Or he says, he's like, "Oh my Grindith," and the god he mainly worships, and he's like, "You're an undead. How are you even walking on? Oh, it must be the holy symbol. Wow, so you got hit by the acid and you were turned, but it didn't fully turn you." He's like, "We must try to fix this. Are you okay with us trying?"
Yes.
He goes ahead and he goes, "Raka, please go up there and get some of my high priest. They're wearing these types of robes." And he describes, a little bit extra fancy robes. They're nicer than the other ones. He goes, "Also, I would like you to retrieve any of your party members that are not currently down here. I want them to be here for this just in case anything goes wrong."
Oh, I do have one request.
Yes.
Do you have the power of resurrection or reincarnation in this temple? This great warrior sacrificed himself to destroy one of Vakna's. Is that her name?
Armoxa.
Vakma. He saved probably the entire group of us, including myself and the family and Raka. And the only thing I can keep is his finger, his shield, and his sword, and this cloak. Do you have that Do you have that ability here?
We will resurrect him, but it comes with a deal with the faith. He must serve the church for at least 1 year when he's done adventuring.
I'm pretty sure he will be okay with that. I think he had great journeys to complete.
Well, since he's done such a great task, we will resurrect him, but it will definitely take a while.
Thank you. And I take his finger off and I hand it to him.
Okay. He goes ahead and stores the finger away. He's like, "Ew."
He throws it away. Yeah.
Oh, that was him. The high, sure enough, Josh, while you're sitting there eating, Raka comes up to you and she's like, "I'm supposed to get you and all the high priest. Will you come down there real quick for me?" And our Pexor, did you already go down there, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think I was the only one left and nameless,
Okay.
technically.
And she goes up there and she goes, "I'm going to grab the priest. Would you go down there real quick? Just take the food with you."
Will do. And I'll just kind of take my little ale and finish off what I've got, and I'll head that way.
Okay. As you're heading down, sure enough, she runs up to the other priests and you see her get them and tell them that they're supposed to go down there too. They get down there to the bottom and Russ, he's like, "I need you to come over here to this wall, Russ, and I'll have to chain you to it temporarily if that's okay with you."
Whatever you need to do to be safe. Whatever you need to do for safety.
Okay. Y'all start heading down the stairs, and sure enough, you see, it was not. It was a kind of a wall type thing, but it's like a plaque thing sticking out of the ground, and everything surrounded by it. Or there's a circle type thing surrounded by it. Well, he takes him up there and he shackles him to it, and he looks him over and he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Everybody step back," and everyone that's kind of close looking at Russell, they all step back a little bit. And he reaches up and he grabs the holy symbol on Russell and he takes it off of him, right? At that time, when he does, right where the area you see him the necklace was, when he takes it off, the green starts spreading from the necklace, right? Russ, you slowly feel your mind leave you temporarily, and you see Russ turn green and his eyes turn red, and he starts snapping at the priest, like crazy, pulling the trains, trying to get to him. And he's like, oh, just as I thought. He says, put it back on him. And they set it on a stick, and they wait till he kind of snaps just right, and they got the symbol back on him, right? Well, then sure enough, you see the green wash away from the symbol, and his eyes come back. And Russell, you get to come back at that time. And he's like, what happened? What did you see? And Russell, I'm just going to let, at that time when he took it off you, you just saw darkness.
All I saw was darkness.
That makes sense. So the goddess is protecting you through this amulet. You must be truly chosen. I'm going to remain you tied up, and we're going to try to perform a spell. See if we can restore your body. Please, just try to endure this the best you can. I'm so sorry if it's painful.
I offer.
Can't be as painful as having it all ripped away.
Before they start, I offer. I said, "Well, I have a spell that could help if I control undead. Would that be of any service?"
Oh, actually, any darker magic here would probably just hurt what we're trying to accomplish.
Okay.
If we tie the magics dark and light, who knows what kind of outcome could happen. They go ahead, and all the dwarves, which there's 8 of them in number, surround Russell in the circle, and they all connect their hands, and they all start chanting and, swaying and moving back and forth. You keep hearing them saying Girdith constantly during the chanting and stuff. They are announcing dwarven gods over and over. And you see the spell like literally starting to form around them. And then it's like a beautiful golden ring that kind of comes out from them, and it starts squeezing in on Russell, right? Well, when the ring gets really, really close, Russell starts feeling pain and screaming, like, ah! And then sure enough, the ring bursts, and it knocks all the dwarves back, and they all hit their backs on the ground, and they start getting up and everything. And the bishop's like, this magic is way too strong. Whatever she used to change you, we're going to need that item to change you back indefinitely. Maybe, Frank. I'll consider it. What is everybody doing? Is there anything you want to say or do while this is happening?
That hurt.
Okay. Raka rushed to actually help up the bishop, and all the other dwarves got up by themselves. The bishop, he's like, I had a vision during the blast. He goes, the goddess told me that it is you, Stone Scribe, that is destined to restore the mountain. She did save you. She also said that you must talk to your companions and find a way to stop this Amaxa, that the knowledge within them could possibly stop her. And that you're the only one that could heal it.
Well, it seems like a great
she also mentioned to me that there was a traitor on the mountain, and that was the only way that her magic couldn't protect it when what happened.
That's very interesting.
Russell, it was that little boy that tried to spike your alcohol.
He's like, now we shall take the finger of your friend, and we will try to resurrect him, so he can help you go retake our mountain. They go ahead.
Yeah, he would be a great help.
They go ahead and they set his finger back in the middle, and they go to do a similar spell. Has a slightly different effect. Sure enough, just like these ruins start appearing around the finger and stuff, and you see the finger melt down, right, and turn into a liquid, and then you see the liquid like turn into a pool. And then you slowly see Frank's body start raising out of the liquid.
So is this true resurrection, or is this like a reincarnation?
Oh, true resurrection.
Oh. Okay.
Frank, like I said before, you were surrounded by hordes of beautiful dwarven women. And they were all they were feeding you grapes. You were the happiest you'd ever felt in your life. They were worshiping you and everything about you. Wink, wink. And sure enough, you kind of disappear with a poof. And you appear in front of them, when your body wakes up conscious, and you see all the people standing around you, and you look down and you're still naked.
I take his cloak the rest of the way off, and I throw it to him. Like, cover yourself, fool.
So like half as long now. It only like covers his belly button up.
Mike, you're ruining the moment. I was totally going to say that when he threw it on. I would be like, something's still hanging out there.
I wrapped the remaining amount of cloak around my waist.
Yep.
Yeah. And as confused as I can really think about, just kind of look around. What's going on? I'm in a dark basement, surrounded by even more short people. And I don't quite know where I was. Now I don't know where I am.
I asked one of the priests, can you cast comprehend languages on him so he can understand what we're saying?
Where is he? He doesn't speak our language?
Not at all. He's from some other plane, or he's from somewhere far, far away.
I stand to my full height.
Not in this room.
And hit your head.
I sit down.
Okay. The priest goes ahead and he walks over to you, and you see him start mumbling these words, and like this it's like this little magic whispery smoke comes out of his mouth, and you can start hearing what he's saying as he starts talking to you, Frank. And and he obviously asks you where you're from, and you tell him Lothrax, and he asks you, he's like, how did you get here? And you give him the story, and he's like, amazing, a dimensional door. He goes, your world was being destroyed? He goes, did you bring that darkness here when we're already dealing with the likes of Armaxa?
No, I chased the darkness.
He goes, you must be sent here by the gods. He's like, here, I will get you something to help you understand your friends. And sure enough, he walks over, he opens this chest, really big, beautiful chest. He moves a few things, and he pulls out a bracelet, and he comes over and he hands you the bracelet, and he goes, with this, you'll be able to understand anyone. He goes, all I ask is when you return to serve us for an entire year, that you give it back, and we'll teach you how to speak common.
All right. I get down and I kneel as would be customary to my kings and everything,
Yeah.
I give you my solemn vow that once I have finished my quest and return that one back to his former self, you will have a year.
He's like, may Girdith bless you. And he touches your head.
So that's who she was.
You're like, oh, she must have been the big one up on the hill with the extra big, you know.
She seemed really mad when I yelled out the wrong name.
Girthith?
Right, so, is it like a... Can I even put it on? It's like a bracelet for dwarves.
It actually fits.
It's still medium.
I'll say it fits as a ring
Still a
for you.
medium creature.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I actually say it will adjust. It's magical, so it will adjust to your size as you go to put it on.
Right. I put it on. Ugh. I don't
So how
suppose...
was it? How
How
was
was
the
what?
afterlife?
Short.
Yeah, but hot.
In many ways, it was short and hot. Is it you that I have to thank for this?
Well, I guess I brought your finger with me.
Odd, but
I brought your finger. I brought your finger, your shield, your sword, and I think somebody has your house symbol and maybe your ring. I don't know who has them.
I have his ring. I give it to him.
Yeah. Oh, did I have a symbol? I might
yeah.
have had a symbol. I had that to you too. And your sword and shield are upstairs.
Yeah,
But you
and
might want
whenever
to
I
get
give,
some clothes before you go up there.
when I give him the ring, I go, "Glad to have you back," and I take one hand and I grab his finger and I shake it up and down like a baby would to an adult.
Good. That's awesome.
Thank you. Do you guys have a tent that could be used to wrap myself with?
Oh, we have some of the finest fabrics here. We can make you some clothes if you need them.
I could use a few things. I lost everything in the fight. We're gonna need to fully restocked, armored up as much as possible before we go on our adventure, if all possible.
Is that creature dead?
Give me a list of the things you'll need, and we'll try our best to accommodate.
Okay.
Masterwork full plate.
Oh. I doubt that's gonna happen right now.
I know. I'll be lucky to get clothes.
They can't make you clothes.
I'll make sure y'all have extra provisions for your journey as well. But tonight, I would like you all to rest and feast. You've done so much for us already. At least celebrate in the bosom of the goddess.
Hell yeah. Oh, can I say that here?
You catch fire. Help!
All right. So when I get my shield,
I will say this place does make you uneasy with all the holy energy in it. It doesn't like I said, it doesn't repel you because you're not evil, Pexor. But I will say that you do feel a kind of sickness to it. I will say, or go ahead. What was you saying, Frank?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that when I get my shield back and everything, on the inside of it, I'm just gonna take my sword and put a notch there.
Oh, nice.
Start.
Fucking kill
Running
list.
total.
Yeah. I don't make marks for killing peasantry. Only worthy foes.
I asked for some ink and quill and a room so I can write some stuff and make some scrolls. I'm gonna need some time.
Shall be done.
I'll need a full set of clothing, cloak, gloves, chainmail shirt, boots, pants, backpack, sword, shield, or a mace. Basically every piece of equipment I can find.
All we have is mundane goods here, so all the armor and weaponry I get you will not be magical.
That's fine. I have nothing but my bones.
All right.
Do you have a
Once I'm dressed, I toss him my cloak. Now you have a fine fur cloak.
A little
You get-
singed. Got some
you
blood
get
on the
that-
inside of it.
that's
Maybe I can have
char-
somebody clean it.
Yeah, that's custom.
Yeah. Get some tailoring done to it, you know?
I asked him to tailor this for me.
I spent 80 gold on that cloak.
It's a very nice cloak.
Josh,
I
you
asked him
watched your first resurrection. How you feeling?
A little bummed. It's the wrong way to go for me. But I was all
Sadly, there
excited.
wasn't-
I kept looking at that body. I'm like, huh? Undead lieutenant, huh? Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think there
actually, Pexor, whenever you seen him turn back into a normal undead, I should have mentioned that earlier. You found it insanely fascinating watching him change and then change back. You must think that his holy symbol is insanely powerful to fight such magic that it would knock all them back, but the holy symbol prevents it from totally invading him.
Then, kind of to piggyback then off that, I'll ask them, be like, hey, do you have a library here? Because I want to see if they, as much information as I could gather on that.
We do have a library upstairs, but I don't know if we should welcome an elf to it. What are your intentions?
Just to learn more of your ways.
Well, you don't seem as uppity as other elves. You look like kind of a dark character, but I don't sense evil from you, so I will give you permission to read our ways. Just don't use it to harm us.
I actually I back him. I tell him that he's might be a fair elf, but his backing and knowledge gathering is keen and resourceful. So don't let him into the restricted areas, but you can allow him all the access to the general knowledge.
We'll be done. Is there anything else I can do for y'all at this time? I have to get back to the other wounded.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll pull out the dagger that I've had all this time, and I'll just say, sorry to intrude or anything, but would it be possible for you to figure out what this is or where it came from? I found it long ago, and it seems like there might be something special with it, but I'm not sure. Is that something that you could do for me?
I will make sure that the priest identify it before you leave.
Thank you.
Oh, by that matter, I have these two things, and I pull that sack out of my. I get that sack, and I pull that mask out and that large emerald. And I was like, "Can you?" I found this in the cave on my way out, on the exit, on the escape, and this gem came out of the eye socket of one of her soldiers that we fought, and Frank's died from. Can you?
What was the name of that underworld god that you mentioned earlier, Russ?
Doomethorn.
Doomethorn.
He will say it's a mask of Doomethorn, and it represents his stuff. And if you cast anything that's related to his type of magic, right, while wearing it, I'll say you get a +1 to, or well, he says we're going to look it over, but later on, that's what it'll be.
Okay.
I'll also pull out that pearl that I had the gully dwarf dig out of the wall and ask him, "Have you ever seen this?"
He's like, yes, this is one of the rarest stones in the world. It's actually called a griffin stone. What it is when a griffin is trapped in rock and buried, when their body becomes hard, this is what their heart becomes. So the red liquid inside of it is a heart. I've been told that it actually can be changed into an item that controls the minds of griffins.
Okay. Where can I get said item or transform it into said item? Do you know of anything like that?
I've only heard of it. You'd have to talk to a powerful mage or a necromancer like yourself.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the
Like we're
information.
gonna be taking a trip to our Moxa.
On a griffin, yeah. This will be fun. I'm glad I have this stone.
I'm glad I'm alive.
Hey, go drink some of that beer and see how you feel.
Yeah,
Knock
I drink.
it back.
Yeah, I take one sip, immediately drunk.
Actually, do you drink some?
No. So
Whenever
being,
you get it close to your lips, you can feel the holy power from it, and it actually turns your stomach.
I was actually just gonna say because it was dwarven, I didn't really like it.
Oh, that's fine too.
That would be the second
You do
reason
notice
for
that they
the
do
turn.
have assorted fruits, right? Even though it's not like a big table or anything, and you'd probably lean towards more of that than all the super extremely fatty dwarven foods.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. There's also, a rat in the corner.
Since all I ate was a little bit of rations, and then I died, came back, I'm gonna eat and drink everything.
I drag a
Nice.
plate of food over or a fruit over to me just to be safe.
I pull a table to my chair.
he separates one of the tables and just pulls it up to him by himself. No, okay, We're gonna play this out. Okay, Frank walks over to the end table, pulls it over, sits down in a chair, and pulls it up to himself.
And I eat it all.
Yes, nice.
I grab a barrel of that beer, and I just pour the tap in my mouth. I don't even use a cup. I'm hungry.
Jared, I know you're still in ring form, and you got a lot to think about and talk about since you recently ran into Secret, and I guess the one thing that's sticking in your head right now is you keep on thinking about nothing, and when he looked at you and he powered up, and just the immense strength you felt from him, it's like it felt like he could probably just destroy Secret, and you're worried that if Secret found you, if nothing finds y'all, it might not go as so well.
Good thing he's only going to find a skeleton.
But I was just letting you know, if you want to do any role play or whatever, it's up to you, friend.
No, he's just thinking stuff over, mulling over what he's come to find out, and just trying to piece together what might have happened, just taking in the information around and everything, and what he overhears and all that.
Okay. Taking in all the information, then that's fine.
Yeah, while when I watch all this, the food being eaten and the gallon or the cask being thrown down on the table and drank from, I slide over to the bishop and I hand him 500 gold pieces as a thank you and a payment for the food.
When you go to hand him his money, he says, "I can't take anything from y'all. You've already given us so much. We actually owe you. Thank you. Thank you." And at that time, you look down and you see a little dwarven boy, and he's pulling on your robe, and he tells you he gives you gives you the finger and tells you to come down to him.
Gives me the finger, huh? Huh? Yeah. Okay. So that I bend down.
And he's like, "Are you an elf?"
Only by trade.
Don't tell.
Only by
He's like,
trade.
"Don't tell anybody, but I like elf ears." And he runs off.
I just gotta stand up and I go, well, I don't know who I tell.
All right. Is there anything y'all want to do? As you're enjoying the festivities, all the healthy dwarves are sure enough making sure that the wounded dwarves are being served food. They're all erupting into dwarven song. Russ, for a little bit, you kind of feel at peace, the first time since, that since you left your home. And this actually feels like home for just a minute, and after everything getting wrecked, it is very pleasant to you. I say you actually get a little bit too relaxed.
Oh. They got any more food?
Yeah, do I actually learn anything in the library?
After a little bit, I go to my room and I make sure I have the scrolls or all the paper I can carry and ink and quill so I can write scrolls. And that's where I lock myself away for the night.
All right. All right, Frank, they go ahead and they bring even more food over to you. Another bunch of platters that the dwarvens haven't finished yet. The women are bringing them over to you, and they're like, "Wow, he eats more than 5 dwarves together." And it's like, such an impressive man.
5 dwarves together.
I'm taller than 5 dwarves. Yeah. What do you
No,
want?
you're only taller than 1.
No.
You do notice some of the dwarven women just sitting there admiring your eating.
Well,
You better watch out. You're going to gain 400 more pounds standing around with these women. They're going to feed you just full-sized boar and taverns of ale.
Now, I'm not going to go into exact with it, Frank, because we don't have much time left. We only have like 8 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say that one of the dwarves totally invites you to a drinking challenge because of your size. I'm going to say that you totally outdrink him because of your size. And everyone finds it very impressive because he usually outdrinks everybody in the thing and or in the temple. Jared, was there anything you want to do? And Josh, I guess one of the dwarven people will approach each and every one of y'all at some point in the night and tell you about where your quarters are within the temple. And they made sure that y'all have special quarters for what you've done. And since you're leaving in the morning to actually go and fix this, they want you to be as comfortable as possible.
All I'm saying to the dwarven women is that I have nowhere to sleep tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, they probably drag you somewhere then.
Oh, yeah.
they're leading you around by your middle finger.
Yeah.
Okay. 207th bone.
Josh, is there anything you want to do before y'all turn in, or anything you want to talk to about your parents before y'all turn in for the night?
I guess I'll just kind of look at the ring, nameless, and I'll just ask him, do you want your own separate room, or how is this going to work? Because I'm probably just going to pass out. I don't know if you wanted your own.
He does have a room. It's the box. It's his and his alone.
Right. Like, as far as he's concerned and everything, it doesn't matter. Like, as he's in a ring form, if he's being worn, like, he won't be able to turn back if necessary. So you can just set him
Yeah,
over on like a little nightstand or something like that if you want, but
Yeah,
otherwise
I'll
he's
do
just
that,
going to be
man.
in ring form.
Yeah, I'll just keep that in mind, and I guess just enjoy the festivities. Nothing too crazy. I'll just kind of be sipping on the ale, and trying to just wrap my mind around everything that's going on, But
Hexor,
I'll try and
or sorry, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say,
Continue.
I'll try and relax a little bit, but with what's going on through my head right now, it's a little tough. But just with everybody else, kind of, cheering and drinking and everything, it definitely sets his mind at ease a little bit, and he feels a little bit safer. So he lets his guard down just a little bit.
All right. Pexor, as you're reading over all of the dwarven stuff, you learned about dwarven religion. You learn mostly about the dwarven goddess of this temple, which is Gurdith. You read about their magical healing mead. You also come to find out that they didn't always have bad problems with elves, but there was some obviously deals that went bad way back in the day and stuff. And you read up on that. You had seen the elven version of this, but whenever you saw the dwarven of it, you were amazed at how much the story was flipped, and how certain things didn't happen the same way in your tales as it happened with it. So it was very interesting to get a great insight of their religions and their customs. And I will say that you read a point to where you get slightly tired. But it's so sad because you're trying to stay up as long as you can because you enjoy the night so much, and you know that they're going to try to just make you walk in the day again. But I will say that your room is extra dark. The one you're taking the books to, you have the curtains drawn, and it's very comfortable for you. And it smells like medium dwarf, not too bad because it's brand new.
All right, cool.
Okay. Josh, as you're going to bed, you get a little knock on your door.
Who is it?
Your parents both enter the room, and they're like, they say, "Honey, are you decent?" And you can tell it's your mom.
Yeah, I'll just quickly get up and open the door for him.
Okay. Your parents both come in the room, and they're like, "We wanted to do this for you away from everybody else. We think it's time for you to actually have something that might help you on your journey, and we can't keep it with us anymore because it's just going to put our lives in danger, and you have to have it now." She goes, "I have to give you the key to the claw glider." She goes ahead and she holds out her hand that has the symbol on it, and her dad puts his hand above the symbol of hers, and he's like, "Son, put your hand on the symbol as well."
I kind of hesitate a little bit, and I'll put my hand on it.
Y'all, all three put your hands standing on top of one another, and your mom starts whispering some type of spell or command word type, and she's like, "Okay, now move your hand backwards." And y'all all start moving your hand back towards your bodies, right? And a triangle opens between your hands where they're separating. And sure enough, this gem type looking thing with very beautiful, what seems to be platinum on top, right? And it looks like it's kind of in the shape of a key type thing. It looks like it would be shoved into something, shardish type. It comes floating out of the black space that was created from the triangle. Your mother reaches forward and she grabs it, right? And when she does, the triangle dissipates. And she goes, "This is yours." She's like, "I would prefer that we prevent it from making it to Armaxa. If she releases this beast, it would be the most devastating thing ever. Make sure that she doesn't get it and protect it with all your life."
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll just kind of look at it and study it, and I'm like, I'll do what I can.
When you look closely on it, you see this the design of the top of it is actually looks like a giant winged bear, right? In the design, and you assume that that could possibly be the claw glider.
Hmm.
Well, you wouldn't know it's giant, but it just looks like a platinum winged bear on top of the key.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say, is there anything else you need to tell me before we part ways? Any other secrets that you may have that I may need to know?
What could I say? She has two more of those robots. They are way more deadly than she was. Please be careful of them. That's why I freaked out so bad when I seen, what was his name? Nameless? I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, but they are dangerous, and he was designed to kill for her. Hopefully, he'll never hurt you. And she looks over at the ring.
Yeah, I'll look over as well and just be like, hopefully he stays on our side for now.
Jared, you hear all that? She says, "Good night, sweetheart." And your father's like, "Good night." And they both give you a kiss on the forehead, and then they leave the room.
That's when Jared comes out and strangles.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just
Jared just
I'll
starts
kind
seeing
of
red.
yeah, I'll have the gem and just kind of sit on the bed and just
Yeah.
kind of study it and just kind of take in everything.
Mhm.
And
When you
yeah, I
sit
guess
there and you
I'll
study over the gym, you know, all you keep on thinking about is them, because the last person you remember obsessing about it and being crazy about it was those cats, you know, and you think about that one cat hurting your father, and you're like, if I ever see him again, I'm going to make him pay for what he did to my family.
yeah, I've got a lot on my mind. And I'll just I'll try and pack it away in my bag, like kind of best I can, maybe hide it in some other cloth or something just to kind of so it's not just out in the open.
Yeah.
And I'll just lay back on the bed and just kind of stare up at the ceiling and try and process everything.
Well, I'm going to say that you all lay back in comfort, especially Frank,
A
until
bed made of women.
y'all manage to pass out, and that's the end of this session. But I hope y'all had a good time. I certainly did. This was fun. Uh, Hope everybody out there is still enjoying our content and loving our games. We like getting around together and just doing this for all y'all. So I know we don't talk to you during this, but we are thankful for y'all viewing our videos, and hopefully you continue to watch them and enjoy our campaign. And to all of my players, I hope y'all have a good night as well. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Russell, I hate you.